I'm Joel Landmine. Now that you heard about how humble I am, I wrote a motherfucking book. And you can buy it. Please do. Alright, I got some new ones for you guys. This is called Flattery. There's a certain type of person who has heard the perhaps backhanded but most deeply felt, heartfelt compliment that one can expect to hear in this life. I'm just so glad you didn't kill yourself.
Damn.
That's real.
I'm glad.
Alright. This is a poem about Berkeley. It's called It Hit Me Just Then, All at Once, that I've been a huge pussy for my entire life. I saw him, like the rest of us, walking with purpose down the hallway. He carried a skateboard in one hand, for he only had one hand. His other arm, the right, ended just above the elbow. As he walked, he carelessly tossed his skateboard under his right arm, carrying it with his stump, never missing a step. All right. Where's John at?
Hi, Joel.
This is a poem about my friend John Panzer. It's called John Says. My friend told me, no one will play my game of I'm a writer, I get to be an addict. I kind of wanted to get away with that. I understood exactly what he meant. When I was younger, I read a lot of books about descents into madness. It always sounded romantic to me. I liked punk records and Hank Williams too, that sort of thing. But I had me one once, a descent into madness. A few, actually. Once I'd been up for 3 days and I thought I was covered head to toe in fleas. I got in the bath. The fleas hate the water, I thought. But I was too tall to be fully submerged. If I put my head under, my knees stuck out and I could feel them rushing madly for the peaks. When I put my knees under, my head stuck out and I could feel them stampeding between the follicles for the top of my head. Another time, I spent a week locked up in a shitbag motel room, too depressed to answer the phone because I couldn't stand to hear the sound of my own voice. Bugs, real bugs this time, biting me in my sleep. Just trying to stay drunk enough not to take a bus to the bridge. There was this whole TV show where shallow women stabbed each other in the back for a chance to sleep with the singer from a 1980s hair metal band. Not him in 1988, him now. That week, the only thing on TV was a marathon of this show. When you've lost all faith in humankind, that ain't the kind of thing that'll bring you on back. Listen, John, this whole descent into madness thing, I've tried it, man, I said into the telephone. They just don't live how they read, you know? Alright, so I'm sure y'all heard about Maya Angelou. So it's timely that I'm really, really honored to be the only man on this bill with a bunch of badass women. And in that vein, I'm going to read a poem called Another Cliche Poem About a Cure for Writer's Block for Straight Men and Lesbians. I bet the rest of you will probably know what I'm talking about too.
You're the lesbian, right?
It's easy. Just fall in love with a trifling ass hoe. I mean, really get it bad for a woman that can really ruin your life. I'm talking that compulsive, long gone, lonesome blues by the time I get to Phoenix, ain't too proud to beg kind of love. I'm talking the kind of love where you get 72-hour hold panic attacks when you can't be with her and you're so lonely that you want to die when you are. Love like trying to hold on to a fistful of boiling water. Love like a year-old meth habit. It's like they say, smooth sea don't make for no skilled sailor.
Oh. Yeah, see, that's the poem right there.
Alright, and I'm going to end on this. I wrote this at the coffee shop waiting for Cassandra to show up. It's called Moment of Nostalgia for Old Girlfriends. With the sun high and the shadows long, I watched a moth fight a bee on a windowsill. The bee got bored and left.